Story time with Fergie and friends.
Hello mums and dads, it's story time with Fergie and friends, and we're so excited to be at Little Red's Bluebell Wood and it's Buttercup Cottage. And hi mums, dads, girls and boys, granny, grandpa, aunts and uncles. We were reading all about Captain Ivo chasing a rainbow, and are you ready? Captain Ivo chasing the rainbow, and we're absolutely thrilled. This is by Marija, Pajic, and the illustrations, hold on. The illustrations are by Anna Marija, is a famous Croatian fashion designer, and Marija is a journalist and a columnist and owner of a brand, Marija. And these are the authors, and how beautiful is this? And we'd like to thank the sponsors who raised this, Baby Birdie and Graditin, and some of the proceeds, part of the proceeds from the sale of copies of this book will be donated to the Club of Parents of Premature Babies, Pajic. Well, what a beautiful thing to do, and we're just going to keep on reading, and thank you so much. So we're reading, and thank you both very, very much. It's so beautiful. Captain Ivo chasing a rainbow. Anyway, so catching up from yesterday, whoopie-doo, we're on our way. Do you remember? We were talking about the brightest sun and the moon, and the same time green and the sweetest grapes and the most beautiful forest. Do you remember? Well, Ivo knew that his rainbow also had a little purple colour like that juicy fig in front of his house. And to top it all, he was most looking forward to seeing the rainbow blue as the sky and his favourite sea. Ivo used to think so much about it that he would completely forget about his friend Rocco. One day something different could be felt in the air. The sea became restless and the sky cloudy. The waves were pounding harder and harder. The rain was falling harder and harder, and the lightning and thunder were getting louder. Captain Ivo knew very well that smooth seas had never made skillful sailors. He was not afraid at all. Rocco knew that too, but fear did not give him peace. Suddenly, their sailboat began to dance across the sea surface, back and forth, whoosh, whoosh. The wind was getting stronger and louder. It was blowing so much that it almost tore off the little mermaid sculpture. At that moment, Rocco was so frightened that he began to sob. Instead of yow, yow, only his cry, wah, wah, could be heard. Captain Ivo tried to balance the ship back, but in vain. The waves were simply too high. Tall as the highest mountain that day, the little mermaid encountered the biggest obstacle, and all because of Ivo's desire to find the rainbow. The storm did not subside. It became quite clear. Even Ivo, as an experienced sailor, did not know how to deal with those waves. He suddenly realized that he was risking the life of his only friend because of his own whim. He was drenched in cold sweat and lost every trace of Rocco. Ivo was running across the boat, back and forth, Rocco, Rocco! Ivo called in vain, but the waves were so loud that nothing could be heard but them. Splash, splash! The impact of the waves was simply too strong. Ivo's little mermaid began to break, cracking like the thinnest glass. Ivo could not believe what he had done. Neither the ship nor the rainbow mattered to him anymore. He just wanted to see his friend Rocco again. Suddenly, from the biggest storm of all time, Ivo saw the arms connecting his sailboat. He rubbed his eyes well, thinking it seemed to him, but no, a pirate sailboat appeared right next to his little mermaid. The pirate Zorka and her little friend from the deck, the octopus Marija, were on it. Unlike many evil pirates, Zorka was good and fair. Her eternal fight against evil made her a famous protector of sailors. Zorka defied storms just as much as she defied pirates, and that is exactly why she decided to help Captain Ivo save his friend and ship. Just one look from Zorka was enough for Marija to rush to save Ivo's little mermaid with her long arms. Right, left, right, up, down. Marija saved the ship very fast. The storm quickly subsided. Zorka just laughed and said to Ivo, Be grateful for what you have. Then you'll have more. If you want what you don't have, you'll never have enough, said the wise pirate with a gentle voice, immediately sailing with Marija to the sea distances and new victories. And while Ivo was catching his breath and thanking Zorka and Marija who saved his life and ship, he also saw Rocco on the horizon. At that moment the sun appeared, and the most golden rays illuminated the little mermaid. Yes, as if that also wanted to be a part of this story. When Ivo and Rococo met, it seemed like they would never, ever be separated again. Ivo finally realised that only when you stop chasing the wrong things and give those rights a chance will they find you. In fact, Rocco was the rainbow in his cloud the whole time. Embarrassed that he barely noticed him, even though he was with him in good and evil, Ivo hugged his faithful seagull as tightly as possible and said, "Just as smooth seas has never made skillful sailors, this ship does not need a rudder to launch it, but a friend to fill it and enrich it. And thus, the little mermaid needs us both." He took off his captain's hat, put it on his best friend and said, "Welcome, Sailor Rocco." And there he is with his friend. What a beautiful book. Thank you so much, Captain Ivo, Chasing a Rainbow. Beautiful book.
Story time with Fergie and friends.